results will be remembered for a lifetime, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Razorbacks will kick it away first. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Line gets set, first down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. From the shotgun, the inside give. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
Even dating to the days when they ran the option, Arkansas has always been built around the ground game.
Yeah, and makes Jerry Jones happy, huh? Noted Arkansas fan, always talking about the Hogs, his Hogs. And this team is always built on that physicality, built on that toughness.
They'll try the run. At the 40, there he goes. And he's running in the open. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Yeah, it was explosive, but shoot, Reese could have run through that hole. I mean, it was wide open. He didn't have to break anybody's ankles. He didn't have to run through tackles. I mean, just great blocking up front and horrible, horrible defense.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
Well, they try to go with draw, and they didn't catch the defense blitzing, so it wasn't a great look anyway. But up front, they just got beat regardless. And that back, David, had nowhere to go.
They had nowhere to go, but those offensive linemen, you got to set and you got to invite those defensive linemen up the field and kind of push them by. And you could tell they didn't do that. They didn't create any holes. There was really nowhere for him to go. You got to give him that first little hole, and then maybe he can make a move. So the offensive line needs to do a better job.
You can hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. The give. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Decision time right here. I like going for it. You're playing on the road. You have an opportunity to take the crowd out of it a little bit here. Why not just line up quickly and just try to run the ball?
Yeah, stay aggressive. I mean, you want to shut these people up. You want to quiet them down, but field goals don't do that very often. Try to go for the touchdown right here.
Surging forward on the sneak. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
And how about make no mistake about it? Line up, bring in the big boys. You know, you probably have a good idea of what I'm trying to accomplish. Fourth down situation, and the offense comes through, playing with a little physicality, a little muscle.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Sanders. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And that is the way you set the tone. Man, early and often. Here in the first quarter, getting your first sack. Nice job by this defense. They had 4 last week, and it's looking like today it's going to be more of the same.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Oh, man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
And the Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Leaves it with the back. Tackle is made after the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
And the big fella runs right down the middle of the field, runs the post route. You could tell quarterback locked into him, throws it up high, lets him catch the football, use his big body to kind of fend off the defenders and get in the end zone for 6.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
14, Texas, 0. Texas.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent...
And that ball is picked off.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
First down here for the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
They'll snap it with a minute to play here in the opening stanza. He's looking for an open man on second down. He's going to take off. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
On third down, he drops to throw. And that pass is intercepted. Bringing it back. The 40. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Longhorns! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. Ready to try the point after. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Auburn is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. And if that quarterback can find a little magic a la Cam Newton, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Georgia. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. To the ground with the back. He'll bounce his way ahead for a pickup of 4 out to the 14.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Trying to impose their will with the run. Open space at the 25. Oh, look out, there he goes. The 30, at the 20. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Arkansas. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep.
Set to advance on the football. Texas.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Rivera. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Take over. First and 10.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Hand off from the shotgun. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Arkansas 21, Texas.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. What a snag by the defense. Looking for more room. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Razorbacks. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Texas.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Texas offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game, but I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. And the Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the right. He's got it. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. Running back searching for a hole. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
What we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Got his man quickly. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead. They still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half when you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart, and he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline. It's to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
From the gun. Give on the inside. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Longhorns in the hurry-up. They'll give it to him again. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Working that left side now. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Longhorns are flying down the field. Quarterback checking the play. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have a nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorn! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Send that offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. The give to the tailback. Tackled after picking up the first down. And the Razorbacks are in the hurry-up. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Moving out of the pocket. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the connection. Turns it on in midfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. From the gun. Looking for a deep man. And he makes the catch inside the 15. Touchdown, Arkansas! And once he got loose, it was all over.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Motion from the offense. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Going up top on 1st down. Quick strike complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Lofts one high and deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And the Longhorns will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. So the offense has done its job. They have the lead, and they'll secure it as we head to halftime. And they won't try another play, instead taking a knee, and they'll head to the locker room. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Longhorns will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch right at the 50. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
He makes the catch. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. Quarterback checking off. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback extends the play. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They'll run this play from the pistol. Right on target this time. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. Gets a touchdown, Texas! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch it.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
This play will be a big indication of whether this drive goes anywhere on 2nd and long from the 11. Off play action. Wide open downfield. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Razorbacks decide to punt it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the...
He lobs one high down the left side. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? They think they can create space here with the run to the right. Still running at the 40. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, He has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
Man, it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Back open in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? You've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got his man. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And the Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the running back. Just steamrolling the defense. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run.
Texas.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to pay.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Makes the catch and he's brought down. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line. They'll leave it with him. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Looking to throw for it. Makes his connection. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. The score, Arkansas 42, Texas 28.
And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Wants to throw on first down. Lets it fly. Complete in the middle. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown. I look for this offense to continue to feed him and maybe get him another one today.
Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned.
Man, he looks short of that play, and the quarterback sneak is such an easy play, and you trust it because the quarterback gets the ball right away, but that defensive line was having none of it. Failed 4th down. Big-time stop for this defense.
From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you've got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a 1st down like they did right there.
They'll test the right side. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Here comes the Texas offense. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Hogs it downfield. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing. And you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. At the 40, there he goes. Can anyone catch him? The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Arkansas. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Get a hat trick of touchdowns as a Razorback running back, and they start bringing up names like Alex Collins and Madre Hill and Darren McFadden.
How unbelievable is that? Just to be mentioned with those kind of names, that shows you what kind of day this young man's having. Running the football with authority. Arkansas fans, I can promise you, are proud of this young man.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Fulmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Quickly to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's taking the deep shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much. We're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Power football with the run. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. The last thing you want to do here is give up a big return, pin them back, and then the defense can just stop them from scoring a touchdown.
Texas.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Throws to the tight end. Makes a connection. And it is a chunk play. A huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. He wants to throw. Unleashes one deep. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn! Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. The snap sets up to throw. And the pass is intercepted.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score Arkansas 52, Texas.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Set to kick this one away. Texas.
He'll return it. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.